Today we're going to take a look at my reflections page for the end of the month. So I hope you'll stick with me. Hi everyone, this is Crystal from A Crystal Clear Life, where we focus on planning, organizing, and living a more simplified life. And today I wanted to share with you my journaling and memories page, my monthly reflection page, whatever you'd like to call it. It is a page that I kind of summarize and wrap up the month. So let's jump into the computer and I will show you what I'm talking about. Well, as you can see here on my screen, this is my January reflections page, and I have a space over here to answer some of those important questions that I have on my mind as I look back and reflect on the month of January. And then on the other side of the page, or the other half of the page, I have a section for journaling and memories. Let me show you how I put this together, okay? All right, let's zoom in here so we can take a closer look. All right. You can see here that I have one big container that houses all of these boxes, all of these blue and gray boxes. And this is, of course, because I do love my tables, this is just a table. Let me go up here and show you, if I click on this box, I can go up to table. And if I unhide the borders, you can see basically that I created a table where I put the question, my reflection question, in one of the cells, and then I left a space underneath to answer that particular question. And I left a big section here in the middle. So this is actually another column in my table. So this is a 1, 2, 3 column by, I don't know, however many questions you want to ask yourself. And then 2 columns or 2 rows for each question. Okay? All right, so let's hide those borders and give it a cleaner look. Again, I just did some table shading in here. You just click on the cell that you want. You can go up to, I happen to have mine on my quick access toolbar, but you can go up to shading and choose any of your shading colors that you might want. Okay? All right, so that's how that looks. Then what I did is I went through and I chose questions that I wanted to answer for each month. So one of the questions I wrote is, how am I feeling this month? I think that's important. Lots of times in January, I'm sad. I don't do well with the shortened days. I'm ready for spring to come. I'm anxious, you know, all of those kinds of things. But happy to report this year, I was very contented during the month of January. So I think that's an important question to kind of check in with your own personal mental health. How are you feeling this month? Okay. Then across from that, I ask myself, what do I need more of right now? It could be something that I could give myself. It could be something that I need from others. Just a great place, again, to think about your own mental health and what you might need at this point in your life. The next question I ask is the most important goal that I achieved. And I think that's important because, you know, we may not achieve all of our goals every month, but what is the one most important goal that you were able to achieve or to work very hard on? I think that is something good to take a look at, okay? And then what inspired or excited me? You know, filling up that tank, filling up that glass, getting your inspiration and your excitement from somewhere, whether it's a story that you read or a television show that you watch or a walk that you take or a vacation. It doesn't matter where it comes from, but it is nice to write that down so that you can remember in the future, okay? Another question that I love to ask myself at the end of each month is, what challenge did I face? And what lessons did I learn from this particular month? Both of those are great questions to help me grow personally, and I like to reflect on those. I was happy to spend time with. Who did I enjoy spending the most time with this particular month? And what new skills did I learn during the process of going through the month? These two at the bottom are are interesting for me. What would I say yes or no to going forward? And I think, again, that's an important thing to think about for your own anxiety level, your own mental health. What brings you joy? What do you want to spend your time on? And what are those menial things that you just need to move along from? You just don't want to waste your time on those things anymore. Okay? All right. And then the last one that I have here is highlights of the month. And for this one, I wrote the snow days were beautiful that we had in January. Okay. So that's kind of my journaling or my reflection part of the page. And as I zoom back out here, you can see that I also was able to add some pictures here. All right. You can tell that with the snow outside, and that's my little greenhouse there sitting out in the yard. But with the snow that was going on outside, I was able to get some crafting or quilting projects done on the inside. And I have added photographs of those things. And if you've never added photos in OneNote before, let me show you how easy it can be. Now, you know, when I work on a page in OneNote, I like to give myself some working space over here on the side. I don't like to say, ooh, I want this picture right here, and I'm going to put my cursor there, because when the picture comes in, it could be really big, and that would throw everything else off. I like to work out here on the side, get it the way I want it, and then move it into place, okay? So I'm going to put my cursor over here. I'm going to go up to Insert, and I'm going to go down to the pictures. And from pictures, there are some choices, okay? So I can say online, that means, you know, out on the web pictures. I can say from camera, and if I do that on my laptop, it will show me my forward-facing camera from my laptop, so I could take a picture of something if I wanted. But I am going to say from file, because usually I take pictures on my camera, on my phone, and then I transport them into the laptop. So let's see if this works while I'm videotaping with that same camera. So I'm going to say from file, and it's going to come up and show me all kinds of pictures. And I'm going to say I want to go to my Galaxy SD card, and it's on my camera roll. And let's see, I'm going to go down and find another project that I worked on for this month. Was another quilt that I did. Let's see if I can find that picture. Yes, I have lots of pictures of myself on here. I need those for thumbnails and things. But right here you can see there is a picture of a quilt that I was finishing up for a friend. So that's one that I want. So I'm going to say open that one. And that's going to bring it into OneNote, just like that. Okay. And then because it is a graphic, now I can shrink it down if I want to, get it the size that I want, and then I can move it into place. And I'm going to put that right down here. And again, if you want those very precise movements, hold down your Alt key while you're moving your mouse to get it right into place, okay? Then again, in my working space, I'm going to come out here and I'm going to start a text box so that I can write a caption. Finished the fish quilt, top 4, Grandma Betty. Okay? All right. Then I can grab that and put it underneath, just like so. Make that a little bit smaller if I want so it doesn't overlap. Maybe I want to move this picture a little bit or make this one a little bit smaller, something like that. All of that works. You can play around with it and get it to look however you want. You can put stickers on here. You could do all of that. But when I have a page that has photographs on it, I kind of just like to let the photographs shine. So I'm going to leave it just like that. All right? Now, you may be asking me, well, Crystal, where did you get those journaling and memories words that you have at the top? These two things happen to be stickers that I got from DCP Digitals, which is one of my favorite sticker companies. And I will leave their link below. But think about it. If you really wanted to create your own, you could come over here to the side, create a text box that says journaling and memories. And then all you need to do is choose whatever font you might want those to be in. Okay, so let's see. Some of my favorites are always up here at the top. I think the calligraphy is nice. Let's do a larger size, maybe like that. Let's see what it looks like if we bold one of them. All right, so that looks good. Maybe I want journaling in a different font. So I can go up here and again, choose something maybe that's very different. Okay. And then I have something that looks like that. Okay. So if you don't have the stickers, don't worry about it. Just create your own text box and do it the way that you want it to look. Okay. All right. Again, over here, my January, this is, again, a sticker that I have used. But again, it doesn't have to be. You can create that with your own text box. This word reflections, though, however, is just a text box that I have created, and I can make it any font that I want. Okay? All right. Well, I really think that having a page at the end of every month where you can reflect, think about your own mental health, think about what you need, what you learned, what you want more of out of the month that's upcoming. I think that's a great thing. It's a really interesting way to process and kind of close out the month and then look forward to what you want to do in the new month. And I love having a space to put a few pictures just to highlight some of the things that you might have been working on, or the times that you spent, or the trips that you took, or something like that. I think that's great. I just wanted to share this with you today, and hopefully it will inspire you to create your own reflections page. Well, if you've learned anything today or you've liked anything that you've seen, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Think about that free subscription down below. If you have not subscribed already, we would love to have you as part of our community. Hit that notifications bell if you don't want to miss any of our upcoming videos. And I want to say thank you to each and every one of you who watches and leaves me a comment below. I really appreciate that. If you would like to answer a question for me today, my question is, what were you busy doing during the month of January? As you can see from my screen, I was busy quilting and sewing. Anyway, thanks for stopping by today. I really appreciate you, and I enjoy sharing my pages with you. And until next time, here's hoping that you can live a more organized and simplified life through better planning. I use OneNote. Until next time, okay, bye. I'm a crafty critter.